Hey guys, Tuckett here, and this is a quick, before we get into the recap, reminder, Bayclast in the middle of the screen, countdown timer tomorrow. We will have Ziggy, Kuto, Raizo, all of those people, with or without O's in their name. So if you're on Bayclast, look at all the new stuff, all the old stuff, tomorrow on my channel at 12 PM GMT. Link to the timer will be in the description down below. Also, if you type exclamation Bayclast in my chat over at Twitch, you get a timer. Feels good, man. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the highlights of the day. We had this earlier, and this was pretty cool. Social media, which happened a few years ago. And I like watching documentaries and stuff, so I knew quite a lot about them. Oh, shit. Okay. That's pretty good. What was I saying? But yeah, basically, Chris was trying to ruin the flow of my conversation, and also, fun fact, 16 monsters remaining. I decide for whatever reason to check this corner, and we get rewarded with a comb, so always check the corners of maps once you're done. Feels good, man. So we went from that into this. That was a not so glowy brain moment. It actually took me ages to work out what killed me. Now, some of you might have clocked this right away. Now, I'm playing a fully elemental build. Fully elemental lightning bows. So I was like, oh, reflect map. Yeah, no worries. I'd forgotten that I'd recently just gotten the new helmet drop for me. Just a few maps before, a light poacher had dropped, and if anyone remembers my build, the whole point of my build was to stack as many, you can probably hear that plane flying ahead, as many flat lightning damage jewels as possible. So suddenly getting a helm drop, which gives me 2 more flat damage lightning jewel stacking, seems pretty good. So I was like, well, what I can do is I can get Light Poacher, not scale the damage tool, and just use it as a curse on hit setup for my projectile weakness. Insane glowy brain idea. Get a bunch of extra healing through the effect and much extra lightning damage. Great. But it still does enough physical damage that when you actually get to it, it gets you PK'd on them reflect maps. So yeah, not my best moment. But for anyone who is still playing the Tempest build, if you do get yourself a cheap Light Poacher with multiple sockets, the multiple socket ones sell a lot cheaper than the single socket ones because people normally use them as like a Vol Fireball and put 3 support gems in there. It is a option. A better item would just be like a GG rolled Elder or Shaper item, but it is something you can think about. And until it got me PK'd, it was actually going particularly well. And yeah, they removed Reflect, by the way, yet all the streamers die to Reflect because we are just superior intellect when we don't sleep. So, seems good, man. How was the character? It was okay. Defense was alright-ish. We were at like 6k life, level 84. Which, considering we had not that great gear, so we had a little bit of life here, only % life here, just, you know, a little bit of life there. And then I was running the Stygian Vise unique with a little bit of life in each. And then whatever life boots, another whatever life ring, decent life roll Ami, and then an absolutely terrible quiver. Like, my gear was really bad throughout. The build actually held up decently well. Misclicked my login macro. The build actually held up decently well-ish. So, yeah, I don't know. Not actually that sad it died, though, because the whole time I was playing, I was like, it's just another pretty bog-standard bow build. The only thing I liked about it was my glowy green fella. And I think I want to try and make a new build around the glowy green fella, which is a little bit more interesting. People for a long time, anyone who watched my channel back in Harby, have nagged me to play a certain... I just want to show you the green boy, because the green boy is awesome. Look at him go! Oh, so good. And I just loved how the helm and the set, like... It looked really cool, but yeah, it got me killed in the end. So, anyone who watched me back in Harvey remembers that I once planned out a poison build. And Poison Quillrain has been substantially buffed with the addition of the Despair Curse. Now, I don't know if it's just I'm really tired, but when I found out that you can actually use Mirage Archer alongside Ancestral Bond, because the Mirage Archer's damage, not you, it does work, you can test it yourself, I was thinking, what's like a cool ranged attack totem or Siege Ballista build which I could abuse the Mirage Archer with? And I was thinking, well, how can I easily apply curses? How can I easily apply curses on my Poison Quillrain build? Because the issue with the Poison Quillrain build is you now want to curse with both Despair and Temp Chains. You can easily get Temp Chains on gloves using just the Temp Chain gloves. But how can you easily get Despair? I was thinking maybe do something with Deadeye shenanigans, because Deadeye gives you a bunch of AoE, and you could get Chain, and then, you know, with the AoE and the Chain, you know, it might be decent. You'd run like double Blasphemy, Temp, Despair, maybe not the worst, and then you just apply curses, run through the packs, everything falls, gives you a little bit of extra defense. It wasn't that sold on the idea, and then a little part of the back of my brain was like, Taki, you could do a totem build, and it could be poison totems with Poison Mirage Archer, and then you can just self-cast. And I was like, that sounds like an almost good idea. I should end the stream and go to sleep. So yeah. If anyone has recently tried out memes with poison bows, this is just a terrible base tree I threw together in seconds, and is like, you instantly just hit like 3 mil damage. This is also without Wither, by the way. Like, this is no Wither, this is just no level 21 gems, no quality. This is just Despair and Barrage. If you then added in a Wither, because you would have a Wither set up, you know, you do kind of get, let's just say 10 stack Wither. You get like kind of big numbers. Obviously, if you're doing totem setup, you then don't have the Wither that reliably. But yeah, I don't know. There's something in there. I just don't know how I want to easily apply curses. I know you can use Witchfire Brew, and that does give you a Despair, but it's such a baby range, like little eeny-weeny range. I'm not entirely 100% sure how I want to do it. Also playing with a random Preach Ghosty cup thingy I got from the last time I went to PreachCon. Also, if anyone plays WoW, dude, follow Preach. Preach is babe. I'm getting really distracted. I think of a wacky new build. Bay class tomorrow. By the way, bye-bye.